We are here with the first of the semifinals, China versus China. This is going to be very intense, a lot of friendly competition, but it doesn't mean they're not trying to beat each other. So let's just go ahead and jump into this. You guys can have your first attacks right now.
All right, so looks like we are going to get the first round underway. A reminder, 3 players from both attacks or clans will be attacking at the same time, and we're going to go ahead and spectate Ken as he tries to take down Tong. So a 2-on-2 mirror matchup.
And right away, it looks like a 3-star strategy. This is number 2 versus number 2, and you can see it's going to be this Giants lead in, distract the Inferno Towers, and then Hog Riders in to clean up. Although I usually see a few more Hogs than this, you've got the heal spell, so it's a telltale sign that he is absolutely going for 3 stars.
Yeah, cheeky use of that Barbarian right there to take out that Spring Trap. Very nicely done to break into that section right there.
Nice.
And 4 Earthquakes. We are going to be quaking and baking with those Hog Riders right there. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, and that's it for the Hog Riders, and that heal spell doesn't look like it, well, it might help the Giants that look like they're continuing their way around that outside enclosure. And finally, coming from the far left all the way off to the right, where after the Town Hall, there's the first star.
Very nicely done. He actually took the long route to get to the Town Hall, and because of that, he's going to get rewarded with a ton of percentage points against this base. He absolutely decimated the left-hand side of it, and I see a lot of free buildings towards the top if the Wizards can take those out. Gonna pop her abilities soon. This was such a close raid. Wow, you gotta have a lot of guts to go for a 3-star, and the Queen's trying her best, but just a little bit. Oh, that's...
Those cannons are just going to cost her. 3 cannons left in that last enclosure, and a great, valiant effort, and probably about the highest percentage we've seen on this base today.
Yeah, this was probably my favorite attack of the tournament so far. A really nice job by Ken. Glory China showing why they are the Korean Clash Invitational winners, and maybe the only thing that he would regret was dropping some of those Wizards on the left-hand side, but I don't know. You can't really complain about an attack like this.
This attack isn't over yet. The Wizards are going to clean up those structures on the left-hand side. You've still got Giants in there after that. A cannon, time is going to run out, but this is going to be way closer than even we expected. This could be in the high 90s.
Oh, they're all going for the cannon. Go for the Dark Elixir storage.
This is so close. I had no idea we get this close.
97%.
There goes the Giants. 5 seconds left.
You've only got one chance.
Look at all the Wizards that are still there. They're going to get to 98. Oh my God. That was absolutely a surprise. I had no idea that much of an attack was still left. Wow. Wow.
Painfully close for Ken. You could have seen that was already the best attack to date, but you could have seen our first 3-star against the Town Hall 10, and that was the second base. That's definitely no joke of a base. That was extremely well upgraded as we take a look at the war map.
All right, so let's get a look at what we're going to be watching this time. The attacks are underway already, and another hybrid attack this time. Looks like we've got Golaloon, and it's going to be a Town Hall 10 dropping down and trying to take out the Town Hall 9. So that always important 3rd star. And so we'll take a look at Leslie's base, which was previously 2-starred. So now we have Soso, who has moved over, dropping down to get just that 1 additional star, which is, of course, critical late in the war. Yeah,
and you definitely are seeing some adaptations as we go from the quarterfinals to the semifinals. We saw a lot of people trying to use Go Wipe to 3-star earlier, but it seems people have gone over to Golaloon, which is definitely way more effective. And as we saw from Sweden, they had a lot of success with that inside of the last war. Yeah, a lot less risky. You don't have to worry about the witches dropping on a giant bomb or something like that, like we saw earlier. But still, looks like the hounds are being deployed right now. Let's see as he drops these balloons, and it drops them throughout the base.
I love to watch that precision deployment of the balloons. I have not gotten that down yet. It's just, it takes a little more practice to get those guys dropping 2-2-2 like that. Maybe one day.
Not really.
But it's great, and there it is. That's the 1st star. Town Hall still up, but really not a concern. Those balloons doing a great job around the outside.
Yeah.
47 seconds left. The balloons obviously slowing things down. The pup's going to get up there first. The Queen's going to get stuck on a wall. What a surprise. And the hounds, 2 hounds. So many pups lost out on. What happened up there? I think we're still looking. I think we're still working on the attack right here.
Oh, this is the one on the stream. I was looking at the thing. Someone surrendered at the venue, and I thought they surrendered on this 3-star we're watching right here. I was about to cry.
That would be brutal, because here it comes, 3rd star. There it is.
Nice
so
job.
Soso taking down Leslie, taking down the Town Hall 9. And that's going to add another star as we wrap up this next round. So here we go. We've got Tiger from Glory China 1 attacking up 1. So the lowest level Town Hall 9 going up a little bit. And a Hog Rider Heavy. So we've got a little more traditional Go-Ho here.
I'm actually really excited to see this. We haven't seen a traditional Go-Ho today. We've been seeing Golaloon and Go Wipe, and even Go Wee Wee for these 3-star attacks at Town Hall 9. But it looks like Go Hog will be the answer. And there's some pretty obvious pockets where these giant bombs could be. That's obviously the most deciding factor in these types of raids. So while the queen shoots at that wall over there, let's go ahead and see what happens.
Yep, you can see right behind the king's throne, there's an ideal spot for a double giant bombs there.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have to watch where these hogs path, where Tiger decides to deploy them to try to avoid them pathing right over that double giant bomb spot.
Right, it looks like the queen's going to go ahead and start shooting down some of these skeleton traps. She's going to get attacked by the opposing queen. She's going to have to change directions and to pop her ability right away.
But what a mess in the center of skeletons, lava pups, hog riders.
There's the lava pups, there's the skeletons, it's crazy in the center of the base. So wasn't able to fight through those. And it looks like those last couple of hogs, they're going to try to take out that cannon right there. But once they get to that wizard tower and archer tower, if they even make it, they're going to go down. Yeah. Yep, so Glory China #2 has already hit the benchmark of 12 stars, which means they're going to have a ton of cracks at that lower level Town Hall 10 base. We're going to have to see how they use those, and maybe they can have an exciting raid like Ken had earlier.
All right, so taking a look, we're going to be watching, this time it's number 3, Frank attacking up one. So the bottom level Town Hall 10 going after number 2, Ken. And Ken was previously 2-starred. So we've got an attack here that is either going to try to improve percentage, which was 62% in the first attack, or ideally try to grab the 3rd star.
Yeah, and he's holding on to the Clan Castle troops right now. You have to imagine he was trying to save that for the very top of the base, or it looks like it actually is a golem. That's pretty late if you're trying to go for that Town Hall. The queen needed a little bit of backup, and as she makes her way in there, that golem is just going to pretty much just hang out in the bottom side of the base.
Yeah, that might have been a little bit of overconfidence, thinking that this was a gimme 2-star, just going for a high percentage, saving, like you said, the golem for late to try to tank some of those other defenses, grab a few more percentage points. But again, this base has already been 2-starred, so this attack isn't going to matter at this point. And so Frank not able to grab any stars off of Ken.
Yep, well, that's going to do it for this attack. A minion and an archer on the top, trying to get that war loot bonus to take back home, but I don't think it's going to mean too much here. The surrender button is out. We're looking for that 12th star for Glory China. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get into the next attack. This one is going to be Elephant from Glory China 2, trying to catch up to Glory China #1. Now, keep in mind, he needs to make up this percentage points or get an additional star, because as it stands, they're 7% behind.
Yep, and this is an unusual attack strategy. You've got Golaloon, but with 4 earthquake spells, and I don't know if I've seen this used very often at all, using the 4 earthquake spells for the kill squad. And so the golem leading the way, the heroes in behind. Now #1 going against #3, this is the absolute best chance you have at a 3-star, and obviously you're open all the way to the core. I like the use of it. Whether using up 2 regular elixir spell slots is going to pay off or not remains to be seen.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what happens. This base has already been 75% 2-starred, so it's not a guarantee, even if you get in the high 90s, that's going to turn the tide of the war. You really need to have this be a 3-star attack and then not put it into, I guess, like the fate of math. It's never good when you put in the fate. Yeah, another free spell or a rage spell would have been pretty helpful right now, as well as not taking out any of the Inferno Towers with that kill squad is bad news. But as the Archer Queen takes down that Inferno Tower, he has a couple of balloons left. He might be able to pull it out.
This looks solid. Those balloons are spreading out. You've only got the Wizard, but an Archer Tower.
And that air defense
that's gonna be,
there.
Oh, you've got an Expo. I missed the Expo.
And air defense and Expo and Archer Tower. Those balloons are crispy.
That is not looking good. That was quick work. That group right there, 3 of those anti-air defenses, tightly grouped, just absolutely devastated the rest of this raid. So quickly, what looked like a possibility now is just going to be cleanup. And again, like Pat mentioned, it's going to take a high 90% attack here to really swing the total destruction percentage in their advantage.
All right, well, he's at 83% right now. We could see this turn the tide of the total destruction percentage. It's going to be fascinating to see how that works out. But taking a look right now, that's going to be 2 stars for 83%. But unfortunately, the total destruction percentage does mean that Glory China #1 at 86.2% is going to be the winner of this semifinal.